how long does it take to actually make money with copywriting is something you might be asking yourself. And disclaimer, it's not going to be as fast as you might imagine. And the reason for that is pretty simple. Gurus have sold you on a false version of reality, and they have managed to manipulate you into thinking you are going to make your first 10K after just 2 months of grinding, which is simply not going to happen, guys. They have sold you on a false version of reality. And in today's video, we will talk about how long it actually takes to really succeed in the game of copywriting, guys. I'm very excited because this is going to be the full guide on how to actually succeed with copywriting, on how long it's going to take. So let's get straight into it. So first of all, you need to understand we are all starting from different places. One might be very young and undisciplined, one might not speak English as his first language, and another one might already have some knowledge about his business, so he might already have a competitive advantage. And at the end of the day, guys, it simply doesn't matter, because every single guy has to go through the same stages to actually succeed in copywriting. There are 16-year-old kids making 3K a month these days. So if you are 20 and English isn't your first language, you should figure this problem out in like 1 month or something, right? 16-year-olds making 3K a month, guys. That's insane. And you are no different from them. They've just been playing the game longer than you have, funnyingly enough, because, bro, they are not really old. They have just started out when they were 13 or something, right? That's the whole reason they are successful and you are not. That's as simple as it can get. So yeah, and that's why I want to cover every step you have to go through to actually make your first money with copywriting. Let's begin. Step number 1, building your character. And by the way, some of you might already be through this stage, but I'm going to cover every single stage. Yeah, so let me talk about this. You need discipline, a routine, and a game plan. Otherwise, you won't succeed. You will just stop doing copywriting. If you are a person that is easily distracted, just watching TikTok all day, playing video games, you won't make progress in the world of copywriting if you distract yourself. So you need these 3 things to actually get some orientation in the first place, right? Otherwise, you will be running around aimlessly like a headless chicken, and that's as simple as it can get. So basically, the first month you will be focused on your personality instead of your skill set. You know, it's all about your character in the beginning, and after that you can like try learning some skills to actually make money, right? This is going to take 1 month or maybe even longer depending on the person you are, right? Really figuring out which habits are like bad for you and you need to cut them out, and studying all of the good habits and stuff and actually implementing those so you really stay productive and stuff, right? Step number 2 will be orientation. Some might not understand how the online business world and how deals actually work. They will watch beginner YouTube videos, and that's completely fine. And these will explain to them how copywriting deals and getting clients actually works. And this is also going to take 1 month, approximately, right? Just orientating yourself, seeing what business models are out there and what copywriting actually is and how it works, right? Step number 3 will be actually learning the copywriting. Meaning you will learn how copywriting works and how copy looks, like how copy texts look, right? You will now write copy yourself and keep studying great copy. You will write emails at the start and continue, because these are like the easiest, and continue with email sequences, meaning like whole launches and like email sequences and funnels, because a single email won't make money for your client. Finally, you will learn landing pages, because these are like long form and this is a little bit harder than like doing emails. So yeah, and that will be enough for the beginning. You don't need to learn webinars and VSLs and stuff. It will be enough for the beginning. This is going to take another month, so now we have 3 months in total. Step number 3 is becoming a growth partner. Now that you know how to write copy, like the whole writing part, you need to know how to actually bring it to life, the whole copy. You now learn about building funnels and setting up email automations in like courses or YouTube videos, whatever. But before doing that, before building this stuff, you actually need to understand how funnels and launches work. You know how like marketing pushes and stuff work, how people actually make money with like funnels and launches and certain mechanisms that they implement to actually make money. So yeah, that's why you study other great funnels and launches that seem to make a lot of money. You can just look at very big creators, they're going to make big money for sure, right? And yeah, you also need to learn how to use the software to actually build those funnels and email automations, because this is like the tools you of course need to actually bring the stuff to life. So you need to understand the software. And this will also, like all of these steps will also take 1 to 2 months, like figuring out like the whole launches and funnels and building them, and the software will take like 1 to 2 months. So yeah. Step number 5 is becoming a god at outreach. So now that you know everything about the actual service delivery, it is time to learn how to actually acquire clients so you can deliver a service for them, meaning you learn how to become a god at outreach. You will watch courses on outreach or free YouTube videos and take inspiration and learn how to actually do it yourself. So you try to do the first looms yourself, the first high value copies, high value samples you send over to people. You will learn how to do it yourself and take inspiration from very good ones, right? The little voice crack. And now that you know how to actually acquire clients, right? It is time to find them and reach out to them on social media. Instagram, YouTube, email, Twitter, whatever your channel of choice is, guys. I personally have never sent an outreach outside of Instagram. So yeah, that's my personal channel of choice. So yeah, this will take 2 to 4 weeks. Like becoming a god at outreach, it's not really that hard, because after you've understood all of the other concepts, this is going to be very easily consumable. So yeah. Next up will be step number 6, closing your first client. Send 1 to 5 high value outreaches a day and get better while doing outreach. Guys, you are not focused on getting a client too much right now. You are really focused on becoming even better at writing copy for like landing pages or like creating looms and stuff. You are just trying to improve your skill set, but you still have the possibility to get clients while learning, and that's insane to me. So yeah, best outreach method ever in my opinion. Then, after someone is interested, you get this particular interested prospect onto a call. And before the call, you study how to receive payments and how to close deals, like all before the call, how to position yourself correctly, which services you can pitch and stuff. And finally, you close your first client after a few calls, because realistically, you probably won't close your first call, right? Yeah, and closing your first client should take 4 to 8 weeks, and that's it. And boom, now you make money. So in total, it should take you 6 to 8 months as a complete beginner. If you need to build your personality and character in the beginning, if you need to orientate yourself. But if you leave this out, it will take something along the lines of like 4 to 6 weeks or something, depending on how fast you are and depending on how good you are at consuming knowledge and actually, or like information, and actually implementing this information for yourself so you can actually provide this thing yourself, right? And yeah, of course it can potentially work faster because this is the perfectionist path, guys. This is the extreme path, learning everything before starting the outreach. I prefer that way, guys. I prefer that way. And let me explain a little story for this before ending this video. Some might say, yeah, you have to outreach from the beginning, but I didn't take no chances, guys. I want to reach out like a sniper. I want to close clients. I want to understand everything in this whole scene before actually going outside there and pitching my service, because I don't want to be selling garbage to people, right? And realistically, you won't even make lots of money if you are just a beginner who just knows how to write emails. And you are not going to close a client, in my opinion. So don't do that. Go like the hard way and learn all of the stuff, because that's how you will become successful undeniably, guys. It will happen if you learn all of these things. So yeah, the other thing that's like worth doing at the beginning, like the only reason it might be worth doing all of those before becoming an expert, would be that you learn a little bit faster, because now you are under stress. If you actually manage to get a client, you learn all the things along the way, But bro, getting your first money online after 6 to 8 months is still very fast. And after like 3 to 4, 5, 6 months or something, maybe a year. Let's say it's like a year. It will be 1.5 years. You will be making 10K a month. That's still lightning fast. And you have all the skills because you were so patient in your first learning phase. So I would start outreach after you are not finished. It would be maybe too perfectionistic, but after you've understood like really 80% of the game, and just knowing how to write emails, Nah, man, that's not 80%, bro. There's so much to learn. Funnels, launches, webinars, so much going into the whole process of like the sales process and like the getting attention with like leads and stuff. It's very complicated. So yeah, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you actually want to know more about copywriting and outreach, feel free to join my free inner circle. I have 74 members in there right now. This will go up to hundreds or even thousands of members. There is a free 2-hour outreach masterclass, and they're telling you exactly how to get your first client in the next 4 to 8 weeks. If you are willing to put in the work and if you already have the service delivery figured out, right? Because that's what I guys told you. Figure out these steps and do the outreach at last. And also, this is almost like a paid mentorship. So you get like free advice from me. You can ask me questions in there. So yeah, it's almost like a paid mentorship, guys. Hope you've enjoyed this video. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.